발매가 완료되었습니다. 이용해 주셔서 감사합니다.
시즌 2 프리된가요? 됐어요?
회색이랑 버건디랑. 네.
Jetzt an. 밀수 치즈. 하나 그냥이랑요. 하나 치즈랑요. 예. 벌써 그 잘 없어요. 네. 다 먹어.
Is it about control? Losing the grip, you get old. Turn to the sea. I don't know how, but you found me. Never too late to get up. Maybe it's not as hard as you think. Some things you cannot change. You feel it but out of range. Your mind is at war, trying to find the answer. You look from every angle. This time I promise you it runs deep. Yeah. This is hardwired.
또
앞에 많은 사람 떠들어오고.
간장